Yes, Josh, there is a discount coupon now. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the Hair Experience. I'm Curtis, your guide to help you with hair replacement, hair systems, bonding it, cutting it, cleaning it, installing it, and maintaining it into life with it. Subscribe below, thumbs up. You guys know this is super important to me, my business, my customers, everything. It's 12, 14 hours of my day, every single day. I'm here for you guys. MHE20 is back active. It's a $30 discount on your hair replacement and not the $60 as it once was before. Costs are still up. We held the cost for about 3 weeks now, so I feel that we can do this comfortably. Hopefully costs they do this all day long. It's no different than beef or, cars. It doesn't matter what it is, it fluctuates. MHE20 will save you $30 on your unit. Hairbymhe.com to get it. myhairexperience.com, tutorials, FAQs, ebooks, starter kits, white bond, clear bond, all kinds of stuff. Check the supply section, ebooks. Anyways, get to it, Curtis. What are you talking about today? Why did my nose just start freaking out? Okay. All right. We're talking about installation methods. Now, there is no, hey, what's the best one for me? Because that doesn't exist. Whatever you figure out is the best one for you is the best one that there is, but it's not the same for, Joe down the road or what. It's just not the same. So each person's going to vary. So let's get to it. First, your first choice for an installation method. Now we're going to talk about applying the unit. We're going to talk about adhesives basically and how to get it on your head. And then you choose what's going to be the best path for you. The number one, okay, we're going to talk about, this may be a long video, we're going to talk about polyurethane lace-based topper products. Not the sew-in kind of products that will sew into your biological hair. None of that. Not clip-ons. That's not going to be part of this. This is only adhesive-based and taped-based installations. And each one I'll go over differently for polyurethane versus lace. I can make that quick. Polyurethane needs one coat of whatever you're using. It only needs the adhesive property of the bond. It does not need the layer building property of the bond to hide the lace. We're not trying to hide anything. We're trying to get a good adhesion. Adhesion. All right. Your first method is going to be a full bond. I don't like this method. This is just me talking as Curtis. If this works best for you, then it works best for you. You see a lot of people on YouTube using this method. I don't know why. I don't feel it's going to be the most secure, the least amount of maintenance kind of thing to do, but we're going to get to it. So I've got Josh here. He is our mannequin. Basically, when you're going to do a full bond with a polyurethane, you have one of two choices. One, you can put it on your head, the bond. Two, you could put it on the base of the polyurethane unit. One thin coat of whatever product you're using is going to be sufficient. Like I said, one on the head, one on the unit. Personal preference, I don't care for it. The second way is going to be a tape. Now, these are just our pre-cut strips. Tapes come in all shapes and sizes. They come in rolls. They come in square pieces, rectangular pieces. They come in all kinds of things, but this is just the product that we offer, so we'll use it for instance. On a lace, you can do this on the unit. A polyurethane, you can do it on the unit, but you have to tread lightly. I don't suggest it. I suggest putting it on the scalp first on a lace unit. So what you would do to do a full tape with a polyurethane unit, I don't suggest this method for an exposed hairline. You're going to stick your pieces around the head like so, and then continue on until you get your coverage done, okay, like so. I usually do one right here in the back, and then I personally, but this is a different method, I do one behind the hairline. But this way, you're going to run basically a perimeter circle, and then one on the crown and one extra there. Do your application, and then you're done. That's a full tape method. Now, if this stuff comes on a roll that you're buying, you're going to want to cut it in your sections to put it down how you want to. Remove the backer from the tape, put the unit down, make sure you're good to go, then you're done, okay? Tape method with a lace. This is just a destroyed unit for testing. So if you had this and this was lace, you could literally just apply it to the lace like so. You go all the way around, whatever tape you're using again, go all the way around, now you're done, and then you would go to your install. That's going to be your full tape method. That's a real good method to use because it's going to be the most durable, least maintenance out there. It's going to have the least amount of chemical tape on your head. It is going to be the easiest to clean up because you're just taking pieces of tape off. You're going to have residue gunk after that, but it's really not that bad to take that off. And it's going to be the longest lasting, 2 to 3 weeks on average, if you got the right tape for yourself. All right, so we've done full tape. Now we're going to kind of do a hybrid, which is what I do. A full tape with a hairline bond only. All of the stuff is going to be the same from before. Boom, 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 boom. But that front edge, let's see if we can do this. The front edge here, obviously you don't have a rip in your unit. Let's hope not. I leave the front edge up like this. And then I get a half of one of these pieces of tape because it goes in half. And I put it right here behind the hairline. And then I stick it down. And then I only have this little tiny edge remaining. Okay? That tiny edge right there is what gets the bond. Just that front little edge there. That's it. Basically from kind of temple to temple, about that big. Okay? That's what gets that. All right, so we've got a full bond, we've got a full tape, we've got a tape and a bond, tape and a bond hybrid. That's really all there is. It's really all there is optional for you. Now, when it comes to different bonds, that's a whole different subject. Anytime that you're using a bond on a polyurethane, one coat. Now, if you're going to do this, we'll go back, my ADD, leave it up to Curtis. If you're going to do one application of something like this and it's going to be a full bond, all right, we're going to do a full bond, okay? At Ulta, Walmart, Target, they sell these square-looking pads. They're about this big, square or rectangular. They're called makeup pads. You can use that makeup pad to move the product around on your head because typically white bonds and some clear bonds do not come with an applicator brush. So keep your fingers out of it as much as you can, and just if you have to use your fingers, just make sure they're super clean. But what you're looking for, and I say don't use your finger as much because it doesn't apply the bond uniformly. Your finger's shaped like that. So when you push down on the head and you're moving that bond around, it's making a thin spot and then heavy spots, if that makes sense. So the best that you can do would be to get that makeup pad and move your bond around like that. Clear bonds. Clear bonds normally come with a brush. If you do a full bond, you're going to go through a ton of this stuff. Honestly, a lot more than you probably care to. And the cleanup on this stuff is so much more. I mean, you got to think. Every square millimeter of this now has bond on it. It's just a mess. You have to clean it up. Also, if you're using a lace and you do a full bond, now your ventability and breathability has just went to zero. Absolute zero. I want the breathability of a lace. Well, if you do a full bond application, all of it's gone. It just turns basically into a cover over your head, and your breathability and venting is now gone. My dogs are barking, really? I'm trying to make a video. Okay, all right, so that's what I got. I mean, that's really and you can hybrid this in any way. Stand by. Dogs are barking. All right. All right. I think we got them under control. Okay. Bad dogs. Anyways, we're going to go into a little bit more of this. Some people use a bond and then a piece of tape. I don't get that. I don't understand that. I'm not big on mixing chemicals, okay? I try to do it as least as possible to interfere two chemicals together because this is a chemical and this is a chemical. I don't like mixing chemicals. I mixed soap and bleach in a container one time and that went real bad. So like dish soap and bleach, I was trying to clean. I thought I was going to make this ultimate cleaner. Yeah, I made an ultimate cleaner that made the plastic of the jug thing melt. It was dangerous. I didn't realize what I was doing. It was a bad call. I'll never do that again. Disclaimer, do not try that, please. But that's what we've got. I wouldn't mix the two. I would use, if this isn't, I'm not saying this one isn't working for you, but whatever tape you have, go to the other one. Don't try to put a bond on it and do all that. I'm just not a fan of that. You know, I'd rather protect myself the best I can. So I hope that information helps. There are any variables to this that you want to do. You can hybrid, make them hybrid however you want, and they'll work for you. Just try to keep those two things apart. That's what I got. MHE20, $30 off. Use it, guys. I'm grateful for your business. Always grateful to be here and be part of this community. So that's what I got. Hit the thumb skis, and we'll see you in a couple of days, guys. Thanks.